Alright guys, Slice 'em here. Deciding to do the Guardians of the Galaxy a special event going on. Going to be doing it on the Master difficulty, Chapter 2, Part 2, going after Kang. Don't have much left to get this finished up, so at this point, I got the Completion Alliance event going on, so I might as well go ahead and work towards completion while getting this done, kind of killing two birds with one stone. So with that being said, let's make this party start. As you can see here, we're going to be running a couple different characters. Normally I would have Scarlet Witch in this group, however, she is currently tied up in my Alliance quest, so I'm going to replace her with Hyperion, character that's fun to play, can self-heal, great power gain, and hits fairly hard. So I also had a request to do some Archangel videos. With that being said, going to let him run as many of these fights as I can. Black Bolt is a fun fight, fairly easy fight most of the time. The big thing here is to always watch out for his L1. I always end up running into problems with it. Never fails. I go to start moving into attack, and next thing you know, wham, I'm getting smashed by it. So really, I do have a class advantage if I was to run magic against Black Bolt, but because of who we're fighting at the end here with Kang, I prefer to keep her as close to full health as possible. He does have an all or nothing node on him, so she becomes fairly important to taking care of him at the end. Come on, trying to bait this L2. There it is. And I would have thought I would have been far enough away, but apparently not. Instead, I'm going to get knocked around for a bit. Alright, let's reset this back to the middle. Jeez. Alright. Hopefully we can bait this one more time. At this point, let's just get this one over with. Obviously played sloppy enough at the beginning. Got caught. Should have never happened, but it did. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. So here's the joys. Like I said, had a couple different videos, or a different request to see some of the abilities here. So not a whole lot Black Panther really brings to the table that you can watch the neurotoxins of Archangel really negate. But you can still watch just how crazy it is once they get going. And there's the bleed that we need. And there's our first neurotoxin. And from there out, it gets pretty nasty. 2 neurotoxin, as you can watch, the health is just blitzing off of him. Once you can establish that first neurotoxin, it is like watching butter melt. I mean, character's health just falls off extremely quick. And while that's up and active, there's a lot of abilities that it can negate. So that comes very handy. So in this instance, I'm going to save him because I do want to show just how effective he is against healers and a couple other classes that have a couple different things that you wouldn't think about being able to put him to use for. So the line that I'm getting ready to take is going to have Wolverine. It's got Deadpool, So you can actually watch and see how the neurotoxin just totally stops any regeneration. Power gain becomes a total game changer because everything that you have to worry about normally goes away. It's no longer a thought. And instead of just sitting there negating it, you're actually negating while damaging, and it's just a constant loop. It allows you to play super aggressive, and the idea is to just continue to stack it, so there's not a waiting situation. Let's see what I can do with Hyperion here. Miss Marvel's got some very dodgeable special attacks. So as long as I don't play horrible here, there's a shot to bring Hyperion back up to solid health. So at this point, it's just a slow play, just to build some energy, hopefully get her to throw something out. And you can see we're up to the full power bar. There's 2. We're waiting on 1 more. There's 3. Unreal. Had an opportunity to heal, misplayed it. So be it. Even with the characters we have left, more than plenty to continue to burn through this, so. Sloppy play early cost me my Hyperion. Trying to show him maybe a little too much of what he can do. Not too concerned. Still got some of my heavy hitters that should melt through a large majority of this quest line. And that should be the end of it. If I played that good with Hyperion, it would have been nice. However, I didn't. Instead, took a couple too many punches to the face, and now he's dead. But he is a great character, believe it or not. As badly as I played him there to show you guys, he's actually a great character, able to heal, poison immune. He hits hard, a lot of upside here. So, as I said before, here the biggest thing to watch is, assuming we can get the bleed going, I can get the neurotoxin to stack up here. You're going to watch that Wolverine's heal becomes nothing. It does him no good, and it isn't even active. So there's our bleed. At this point, we just look for a poison. Hopefully stack another bleed to be safe. So there's 1. There's our neurotoxin. So he's supposed to have regeneration right now, and as you can tell, there's no healing. And instead, the ticks are just starting to roll. And here's his stun. And he's about to be stunned again. Oh, he's not even going to make it to the second stun. So, sorry, my ear was itching. But as you can see there, I mean, the neurotoxin, the bleeds, the poison, it stacks up. It does an insane amount of damage. But more importantly, the neurotoxin just totally negates what makes Wolverine so special. I mean, essentially, you take one of the top tier type players in the game and say, hey, guess what? What makes you special, I'm going to take away from you, and now you're just another guy. You know, he's basically a Black Panther that can stack bleeds. You don't have to worry about the regeneration, you don't have to worry about anything else, and you just let him melt. To me, that's one of the things about Archangel that just makes him so damn dangerous. So we got our bleed early here on Deadpool. Second one. A lot of times I will not try to dodge specials as long as it's nothing too major, because that's what any contact they make is what sets up the poison. To set up the neurotoxin, blocked our L1. That's not good news. There we go. Now we ran into a problem. That problem being Deadpool's power gain kicked in after, and was still going after the neurotoxin ended, so he did benefit from that. That's not what killed me. Trying to push the issue there just to finish him before he could throw his L3 is what really did that in. So 3,000 health though on a character where I came in barely with much health. Not bad. And one of these days what I'll do is I'll go back here and I'll actually do a video just dueling a couple different characters, showing just how powerful the neurotoxins are and what you can see out of it. So and at this point it's pretty well a straight shot on down to King. Really shouldn't have much to get in the way. Star-Lord should be able to clear up the rest and send us home. Colossus the champ, great armor, great for certain situations, but at the end of the day, not a whole lot to worry about. All of his specials are very dodgeable, fairly easy to bait. Oh, did not think I'd be close enough for that, but that's alright. Excuse me. Star-Lord's ability to just put together huge combos and watching that damage rise is just phenomenal. So at this point we got Magneto, Rogue, and then what, Doctor Strange after that, I think. So nothing here that should pose much of a problem. Star-Lord should handle the two mutants, no issues. Not a big fan of Magneto. He's got some interesting skills, some special abilities that are pretty handy, but at the end of the day, just not a guy that really is a game changer in any part of the game, in my opinion. And as you can tell, Star-Lord handled him again, no problems. If you can dupe Star-Lord, it really changes how the game is played for most players. If you can dodge or block with any consistency. It's all about being able to stack those combos up and put yourself in a position to be able to do, 10, 12, 20k hits whenever it comes time. So Rogue is a champion that gives me a little bit of problems because I do have issues with not being able to parry her long enough. I could go change up my talent tree a bit, or my masteries, but I haven't. Shock should get her. Ooh. And her ability to shrug things off definitely saved her life. Ugh. Again, I apologize. Had a softball game earlier tonight, so at this point, it was like being in a freaking windstorm during that, so I apologize about the coughing. I'm going to go ahead and run Star-Lord here. Doctor Strange obviously is all about the system of paying attention to where he's at in his cycle. It's defense, fury, and then his regeneration. So try not to give him too much extra power, and at that point start swinging away. And there we go. Alright, goalie then Kang. And as you can see, I've got my 3 big hitters still very much alive, very capable of going into any fight. Between Star-Lord, Black Widow, and Magik, these 3 should be more than enough to take care of Kang. Should be able to get him just with Magik alone. There is a little bit of a headache early on because, like I said, he does have the all or nothing node on him, meaning he's going to only activate his L3. So you got to be able to beat him to the punchline by getting to your L2. Ouch. Apparently I did not get that block up. Here I am bragging about my Star-Lord, and then I go do something like this. Not ideal to use his special 3 here, but that's alright. It's an instance where I was looking to build his combo meter up a little bit before throwing his 2, and really just kind of mistimed it. Shock is doing plenty of damage, though. Alright, I think Kabam has a conspiracy. 2 times characters barely survived at the end of my shock. Come on, Kabam. Come on. Twice, barely a lot. Come on. You mean to tell me there wasn't one more tick left? Alright, here's the fight we've been waiting for, Kang. Again, Kang is probably easily beat, most easily beat with either Scarlet Witch or Magik. With Scarlet Witch, you do run into the problem of it being a little bit of a guessing game. You know, what buff or debuff is going to pop up anytime you crit. It could be something as minor as a armor up or a power drain, power lock, power steal. So, yep, you can definitely do it with Scarlet Witch, but it is unreliable. There's no guaranteed outcome. With Magik, you're at least capable of controlling the outcome of the fight with her special too. So that's what we're going to be looking at here. Again, as you can tell, he does have power gain, all or nothing, special bias 3, meaning he's always going to throw that special 3, and he's heavy-handed. None of those really matter. The thing to know is that he is on an all or nothing, so the only thing he's going to throw is that special 3. My goal is to keep him from getting there. If I can do that, this is a win. So my goal is to parry as much of this as I can without giving him as little energy as possible. As you can see, I'm closing in. Oh boy. Well, that wasn't ideal, but it's going to work out. Except for that. This is not good news. I've beat him 5 times today. The time I record it, of course, it would be a cluster. At this point, it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to have Star-Lord and Black Widow. Might be able to get him down before that happens. Before we can get to the L3 for both of them. Star-Lord is simply going to be, can I hit him enough times to make the combo work and at least get him in a kill range for Black Widow at this point. So Again, this is all about just getting him prepared for Black Widow. That's going to be all she wrote for Star-Lord. But as you can see, we put a pretty healthy little dent in him. Still frustrated about the magic death. Again, killed him 3, 4, whatever different times today or over the past week. No issues. Magic do her thing. And the time I hit record, of course, let's choke. So we got 26,000 to take care of before he throws his special. Assuming I don't get hit really by anything else, Black Widow should be able to survive one of his specials. So let's hope that that's the case. We can get to the point where it's going to matter. The fact that I haven't thrown very many criticals up to this point is concerning. Alright, now I feel a lot more confident. Yeah, oh. Alright, well, here comes the test. Let's see if she survives. Will Black Widow make it out alive? That's the question. And we did. And there we go. Even with a horrible run, 3 top-tier players, really 2. Star-Lord did a good job for what he had left. But 2 top-tier players, top-tier champions, can really put a hurt on him. Because as you saw, Magic really did nothing. I pressed the issue, hit her L2 probably a little too soon, got it blocked. So be it. But there it is, 100%. King is down. On to the next part. So I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you. If you don't mind, do me a favor, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter now. I'm new to that, so getting onto that is interesting. You can follow me at Slice'em. Again, I appreciate all the support. My live stream has been, I put it down today. I was going to do this live, but I've been having issues with it being laggy. So I've got some stuff coming in to get that fixed. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon. I will do another live stream probably, here in the near future. Mainly just to have fun, be able to get in the live chat. I'm aware it's going to be laggy, but again, I appreciate everybody coming and watching. If you don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. And come check out the next video. Thanks and best of luck.